Welcome back, you guys, for another Dre and Jay Death Battle! In this corner, coming in with an 8-7 Death Battle record, Javante Jones. And in this corner, leading with an 11-4 Death Battle record, DeAndre Jones. Yes, we love you, DeAndre. Yeah. All right. So yeah, what's up, you guys? We're gonna do a death battle reaction to Carnage versus Lucy today. I know a lot. I know Carnage. I don't know shit about Lucy, but I guess we're gonna find out in this death battle intro. I'm just gonna go with Carnage right now. That's my pick. You just waiting?
Let me see. I'm just good.
All right.
If my ex-wives have taught me anything, it's that there's no real limit to crazy.
Like Carnage, Marvel's dangerously insane psychopath.
Or Lucy, the messed up murder lady from Elfen Lied.
Elfen Lied. It's German.
Yeah, whatever. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Cletus Cassidy didn't have the chance to be a well-adjusted adult because his entire family was already crazy. While Cletus was just a boy, his father got sent to jail for killing his mother.
Which he did because she had tried to kill Cletus.
Which she did because Cletus had tortured and killed her dog Fifi.
Well, go Miss Cassidy! All dog murderers deserve death, even if they're 8. Right, Jack Spaniels? Good boy! Oh, and Cletus murdered his grandma too, because she's kind of a bitch.
He didn't stop there and wound up burning down his own orphanage. Years later, he was finally arrested and convicted for 11 murders.
You mean the 11 murders they knew about?
But while in prison, Cletus found that he wasn't alone. In fact, his cellmate just so happened to be Eddie Brock.
Who you may know is that creepy guy covered in black ink called Venom.
That ink is actually a symbiotic alien known as a Clintar. This symbiote bonded with Eddie, transforming him into a powerful and violent rival for the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
But what Eddie didn't know was, it was pregnant! Oh, time to go out for cigarettes, Eddie.
Well, symbiotes actually reproduce asexually. When Eddie became Venom once again, the symbiote sort of oozed out its spawn and left it there.
Just like me and my dad. Well, this new symbiote immediately attached itself to Cletus, but unlike the Venom one, it merged through a cut on his skin, creating this suit made out of blood. Ew, that doesn't seem sanitary.
And together they became Carnage.
A fitting name for a psycho mass murderer. Cletus and his new symbiote quickly got up to what they knew best, creating maximum carnage. Remember that game? It was great.
And with his new superpowers, he was a vicious force to be reckoned with. He has the same superhuman strength, speed, and durability as Venom, and supposedly even greater, like a Venom 2.0.
He can shapeshift to make all sorts of killer weapons, like axes, swords, and spikes. He can even rip those weapons off himself or launch them at his victims. Have you ever tried ripping your fingers off and throwing them at people? Because that's just kind of what Carnage does.
The symbiote can also reach out with dozens of chaotic, blood-soaked tendrils, perfect for strangling the people he doesn't want to see anymore. With a single touch, Carnage can infect a person with a portion of his symbiote, controlling or torturing them at his leisure. He has unbelievable regeneration, and even if somebody finds a way to disable his suit, the Carnage symbiote lives inside his bloodstream, and can come back out through something as meager as a paper cut.
Also, the symbiote literally sees everything around it. It's kind of like wearing a suit made of eyeballs.
But let's say you're able to dodge his projectiles, outrun the tendrils, and get out of sight from the eyeball suit. You're still not safe. He will catch you, because he can sprout wings and fly.
What the hell? Since when?
Since realizing that shapeshifting is a really, really useful ability.
So, he's able to fly, he's totally aware of everything around him, and he's full of blood? This guy's like a giant mosquito of death!
Damn, he just tossing his ass over.
Sure. Carnage has said he's at least 10 times faster than the average man. But that's pretty modest, because Venom has shown he can move fast enough to catch up to a bullet after it's fired, and Carnage is frequently shown to be as fast or even faster than him. This puts Carnage over 1,500 miles per hour, over twice the speed of sound.
He's lifted a 50-ton tank, and he can overpower Spider-Man, whose best supported strength feat was lifting that giant machine thing that weighed as much as a 1965 locomotive.
Which would put it around 130 tons.
And you know those weird tendril things crawling around his body? When he wanted to find a missing journalist in New York, he climbed to the top of the Empire State Building and just stretched them all out over the city.
He found her by this coastline, and this building nearby looks a lot like the consolidated Edison plant between 14th and 15th Street. That's about 2 miles away.
And as a thank you for saving her, she shot Carnage in the head. Well, fine. Save your own ass next time, lady.
Hey, it was fine. Carnage's durability doesn't come from a sturdy build. Instead, his form is malleable and somewhat fluid. Technically, his human body still exists somewhere in that massive blood, flesh, and writhing tentacles, but even when he's hit by a train, struck by missiles, or blasted apart by a tritium bomb, he can always just pull himself back together.
So long as there's a piece of him still around. Given the size of that blast, it looks like Carnage survived a blast worth 125 tons of TNT.
Very impressive. Also, he once smothered and survived a gene bomb designed to wipe out all of humanity except mutants.
He's even survived being ripped in half and thrown into space. Seriously, what kills this guy?
Well, he does share the same weaknesses as other symbiotes, namely extremely loud noises and heat.
Well, until he traded the Sound One for a weakness against some Cthulhu-looking magic.
Carnage has been through a lot, but with two minds as one, he always gets back up to keep doing what he loves.
Murder, murder, and, more murder.
Carnage is chaos!
There are some mysteries the world holds which no one is meant to know. Every day, something, somewhere, comes ever closer to destroying everything you hold dear. One such secret is the Dicloni.
No big deal. They're just a race of crazy people who want to infect human beings to make more Dicloni and then wipe out all of humanity. Oh, look at the cute little horns. They look like kitty ears.
To accomplish this, the Dicloni would have to rely on their queen, Carnage, better known as Lucy.
Luckily for everyone, some important people figured this out and captured her. And now it's time for your only warning.
Right, Lucy's methods, let's just say they're not for the faint of heart.
And let's also say that those lucky important people were about to get very, very unlucky.
Are their body parts just coming off based on her looking at them?
Jesus Christ, what's happening?
Damn, this
Truly
bitch OP.
understand, let's take a step back. As an infant, Lucy was abandoned by her parents and left alone to suffer a life of constant discrimination.
It was the horns, wasn't it?
Right, even the average kid hates growing up in an orphanage, but it was especially painful for her.
Until she found a stray puppy and decided to take care of it. That adorable little critter and her became best friends. And then the other kids from the orphanage went out and beat it to death and forced her to watch.
John Wick. Oh man.
Well,
Damn.
no shit, she wants to kill everyone. Go ahead, Lucy. Tear up those little bastards. Whoa.
Did she pull a John Wick or did John Wick pull a Lucy?
Time Lucy unleashed her psychokinetic vectors. As a Diclonius queen, Lucy is meant to use these vectors to infect ordinary human beings with the Diclonius virus.
Oh, but she uses them for so much more.
For simplicity's sake, think of the vectors as invisible arms which can sprout from Lucy's back.
Lucy can use up to 28 vectors with a normal range of about 6 to 7 feet. When she gets really serious, her horns grow and the vectors get way longer and stronger.
That's what
She can vibrate her vectors at different frequencies, and each level of vibration has different effects.
Kinda like that thing that my ex-wife had on the nightstand that I thought was one of those crazy pens.
At low frequencies, her vectors can pass through objects with no effect. At a medium frequency, the vectors become solid, like extendable hands, while still completely invisible.
Things, yeah.
These can be used as shields and lift heavy objects.
Oh man, if I had those things, I'd be messing with people all the time, like tying their shoes from across the room. Also, since this seems to be a thing in this episode, she can fly.
It's not really flying, she's just lifting herself off the ground. With the third frequency, Lucy turns her vectors into invisible blades.
This bitch
These
so
can cut
OP,
through
bro.
people and bend metal.
And with the last and highest frequency, Lucy gets explosive. No, really, at this level, they finally become visible and can strike with enough force to detonate. Damn, they don't call this chick the queen for nothing.
Unfortunately, Lucy is not always in control of what she does. Turns out she has developed several alternate personalities.
Yeah, getting shot in the head can do that to you.
That injury specifically created Mew, a passive, almost childlike persona which exists as a coping mechanism for Lucy's trauma. As Mew, Lucy would finally find friends, and began forging a path toward hopeless redemption.
Unlike her third personality, the so-called DNA voice, which constantly whispers in her ear that she's got a job to do. Kill them all, Lucy, before they hurt more puppies. Ooh, I'm spooky DNA.
She could do it too.
That's where I need to start watching more anime.
Bullets from a point-blank range. And once, she actually saved herself from a bullet after she had already been shot. As in, while the bullet was traveling between her skin and her heart.
It looks like she's getting shot by an MP5, which fires bullets at nearly 900 miles per hour.
With her body type, the distance between Lucy's skin and heart is less than an inch, probably around 2.4 centimeters. Given the bullet speed and the distance her vector would have to reach from her back before the bullet hit her heart, her vector had to move nearly 1,900 miles per hour. That's over twice the speed of sound.
She can throw a pen through a guy's skull. Brutal. And even toss this giant boulder.
When compared to this guy, Bando, whom we know is 6 feet tall, we can determine the boulder weighs about 75 tons. Her vectors are also tough enough to block a missile from the Air Force. While the exact model of missile is unspecified, it is fairly large and likely an air-to-surface type.
I bet it's one of the Air Force's SLAMs, or standoff land attack missile, built off the back of the Navy's Harpoon
Shit,
missile.
y'all got her going up against Carnage shit. Y'all should be
Harpoon
putting her up against some damn heavy hitters.
So this piece
God
is
dang,
Claw's a heavy hitter for her.
No, I'm talking about some like, I'm not saying Superman, but like shit.
And it didn't even phase her. Even without a vector shield, she survived a pretty nasty explosion herself. Though it did knock her out.
Impressive, but how about the time she punched through an island? A strike literally compared to nuclear fusion. This kicked up a 100-foot tidal wave and a 9.2 magnitude earthquake. A level so high, there's only been 4 comparable quakes ever recorded.
Her vectors can be as
Shit, put her ass
wide
against
as
Wonder
buildings
Woman. I
and
wanna see
reach into
that.
outer space. Except that's about when Lucy
Fire
reaches her
Woman.
limit.
Like God
Right.
damn.
As a Diclonius, Lucy has a few severe weaknesses. Her vectors can be nullified if she's struck in the forehead, or if one of her horns are broken.
Also, if Lucy pushes herself too hard, she starts to melt. Kinda like ice cream out in the Texas sun. It's not pretty. She's just a big puddle of goop with a face, but she's still a total badass, even at her meltiest.
While suffering agonizing pain, she was capable of single-handedly halting a massive military threat, while healing and protecting the person she loved most. Perhaps redemption wasn't so hopeless after all.
Hey, let's watch her kill some more people.
No, this bitch, bro. She crazy.
Alright, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
But first, you'd be crazy not to get in on this deal.
Alright, so who you got?
I'll probably go with Carnage.
You going Carnage?
Yeah,
I like Carnage too.
I'm going with Carnage too.
I think because I think the symbiote, he's able to put himself back together.
That's all I'm saying.
So like,
I'm taking Carnage too.
and like the fact that like her weakness, you know, getting struck in the forehead, like I feel like Carnage could capitalize on that shit. So,
Maybe.
you know, so
Well,
she tough though. I mean, I thought this was gonna be a walk in the park for Carnage, but yeah, he got some work cut out for him. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Carnage too. Looks like we're doing with the same person in this one. But hey, let's get it.
let's go.
Oh, did I?
What you doing? You didn't stop anything. You good?
Oh, okay, all right.
You let it play.
Okay.
You good?
Bet. So let the battle begin!
Die.
Imagine that's death battle. That shit would just end.
No, I say,
Yeah. That's dope as fuck.
Carnage ass.
Yeah, I know. That shit's so tight though.
It's me. You're bleeding. It's just starving.
Get back! Does it hurt yet? Don't worry. I'll put you out of your misery.
Fuck.
Nah, hold on. Don't do that bullshit. Bro, what?
First those kids at the orphanage, then
I
Cletus.
fucked up.
Lucy really hates dog killers, and for good reason.
Carnage was a challenging opponent. It was incredibly difficult for
Damn.
him to deal any lasting damage against him.
He had the durability advantage in the bag, though Lucy fighting as a puddle proved she could take a lot of pain and keep on fighting. Sadly, Carnage came up short in pretty much everything else.
Right, Carnage was tough, but not invincible. Even his surviving that gene bomb isn't quite as impressive as it sounds. Since he had no other feats to even remotely back up
Damn.
planetary level.
I should've went to. I kind of felt when that whole started like, damn, bro, like he throwing everything he got at her. She is back. She is hailing that shit. Fuck.
I mean, I thought the same thing with her. Like, she throwing everything at his ass.
No, really, she ain't throwing that. She
I mean, like, she fucking his ass up, but he just
Oh,
keeps,
yeah.
like, putting himself back together. So I was just like,
20 seconds max.
Fuck.
Way longer than Carnage's 2-mile feet.
All this means her vectors were moving at least 440,000
Jesus,
miles per hour. More than 500 times the speed
Gotta take
of
that
sound,
L, it's all
Yeah.
me.
250 times faster than Carnage.
Good luck getting past that. And this was really the biggest hurdle. With Lucy's redonkulous speed and Carnage's healing powers, it all boiled down to one thing. Who could hit the killing blow first? I mean, Carnage could respawn from scraps, so the only way to beat him for good was to totally vaporize him.
And Lucy had the perfect answer to that. Remember that time she hit an island so hard she caused a 9.2 magnitude earthquake and a 100-foot tall tidal wave? Such a feat would require an enormous amount of explosive energy. Approximately 31,000 tons of TNT, similar to the bomb that hit Hiroshima.
It's literally compared to nuclear fusion in the Elfen Light manga.
Elfen Lied, it's German.
The point is, in order to beat Carnage for good, Lucy needed to totally obliterate him, and she could do that.
The heat produced within the initial impact of a nuclear explosion can reach temperatures up to 180,000 degrees Fahrenheit, more than 18 times hotter than the surface of the sun. And to top it off, heat was Carnage's biggest weakness. Even if Lucy's explosive force was just a fraction of this, it would still have been far too much for him.
She just needed to smack him before he could power through her vectors, which chances were pretty slim for that happening anyway, because there's a bunch of them and they're so damn fast. Hitting Carnage with a big explosion punch was way easier.
Cletus and his symbiote may have had the endurance, but Lucy's space-worthy speed, overwhelming presence, and nuclear strength won the day.
She dealt the carnage needed for a total victory and took the lead. There, I said it right, Wiz. Happy?
The winner is Lucy.
Yeah, damn. Hey, I'm sorry, Lucy. I'm sorry. I wasn't familiar with your game. But damn, like, hey, we fucked up, bruh. We fucked up on this one. It was tight though. It was a dope ass death battle. I like her shit. Like seeing her forgot the damn name of it. Started with
her backstory. Anything. You weren't really. The fight wasn't really that crazy.
Yeah. Well, I liked how like the whole tentacle like moving. Like that shit's pretty kind of awesome. Like seeing them exchange.
Oh
each
yeah,
other,
yeah.
Like you know.
She's like she was always in control of the fight.
Oh yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah, she nice, bro. Hey. I'll take the L here. I mean, I have to, but I can admit when I'm wrong. I ain't even gonna argue. I ain't gonna defend it. I'm gonna be like, no, man, Carnage should do this, man. Nah, fuck that. Nah, hey, I was wrong. Lucy she OP. Well, according to this damn thing. But yeah, I mean, shit, I would love to see her against some other characters from Marvel or DC and see how she holds up, because
probably buying most of them, bro.
Yeah, majority of them she bodying. Like Superman, she ain't bodying him.
She probably buying Superman too.
Nah, bro.
And she is with her shit. You can't even get close to her.
Nah, Superman.
He's not getting close to her
again, bro. Superman.
Superman's good for DC.
I've learned, nigga, he literally beat Goku.
That's not the same.
But
she's different. She had her powers. She don't even be close to you, Bill. Mess with you. He can't even get close to her to be effective.
Bro, I just think Superman at this point, especially with the way Death Battle is, like Superman just nobody touching this man. Unless like the higher ups. Like fucking Dr. Manhattan or some shit. Besides that, nah. I don't think she touched him. But y'all let us know. So start a debate down in the comment section on if you think Lucy can take out Superman. I would love to get y'all's opinions on that. But this was a good death battle. Enjoyed it. Both took the L, but you know our win-loss differential remains the same. Down 3. Yeah, down 3.
Yeah, I'm cooked.
You still got a chance, my guy.
Nah, shit's cooked, bro.
See, he already given up on himself. I'm not even giving up on him.
It's cooked, bro.
I'm up on him, but I'm not even giving up.
It's cooked. I know it's cooked.
Well, if you just make the right damn picks, you'd be fine.
No such thing as the right picks, bro.
Mm-hmm. I mean, well, one, stop doing it again. Stop with the bias.
It's not bias.
Majority of them.
Just fucking, hey, you go with what you feel.
Yeah, what you feel. Okay. But yeah, what did you guys think of Carnage versus Lucy death battle? Be sure to let us know your thoughts on it. Do you agree with the outcome of it? Be sure to share it down below in the comments. And if you enjoyed this death battle reaction, like, share, and subscribe. I'm DeAndre.
Javante.
And this is Dre and Jay. Deuces.